All right, so tomorrow night, we got Jabril Noble 4-0, 4 knockouts, versus Rashan Torch Adams 5-0, 4 knockouts. How y'all feeling about it?
I find it interesting. And I'm going to say this in front of his coach, trainer. And I'm not putting nobody's names out there, but for a while, Jabril Noble, his name's been coming around certain circles. And people were offered to fight him, and a lot of fighters turned him down. But the thing is that the interesting part of this, to me, from a business standpoint, is we know that Torch is with RDR Promotion, on the A side. But his promoter had enough courage to say, I'm gonna pick up the phone and I'm gonna call Jabril Noble to fight his guy, a prospect, an undefeated prospect. Usually promoters that have an A-side fighter who they're trying to build up as a prospect, they're gonna call, a fighter who has more of a losing record, a fighter who may not be a power puncher, a fighter who will test their fighter, give them a little bit of work, but at the same time, the fans, everybody know, all right, the A-side's gonna win this. This is a fight right here. This is not a guaranteed win for Torch, Rashan Adams. It's not a guaranteed win for Jabril either. These guys are gonna get in there and they're gonna bang this thing out. And I think even the person that's gonna lose this fight can still hold their head high because it's only one loss. And it's still early in the career, opposed to like what we're seeing with like an Errol Spence situation where he's got all the wins. He take his first loss and it might devastate him. I always say this, Mill, you know this. Some fighters get beat up in the ring and some fighters get beat down after taking those kind of shots from a power puncher. And I say that because you get beat up in the ring, but outside the ring, you get beat down psychologically, especially fighting a power puncher and you coming off your first loss. So these guys are doing it earlier on in their career. So even if the person loses tomorrow night, they can still hang their head high, spin the block. This might be a situation we might need a rematch. We don't know. Later on down the line. But I think fireworks is going to happen tomorrow night. And I think the first fighter who gets hit with a clean shot, the dog going to come out of him. And it's going to be a Philly fight, bro. It's going to be a big fight tomorrow. And somebody's has definitely got to go. But I just thought it was interesting that the promoter got his A-side fighter in there. He didn't go find a fighter who's 7-8. He went and found like the biggest dog, like on the block, with his big dog. That's a tough one. Says a lot about the promoter having confidence in his guy, but it also says a lot about the B-side who didn't hesitate to say, he 4-0 with 4 knockouts? Give me that. And that's going to set a tone and precedence moving forward. That when your name is called, it don't matter if you undefeated or not. When your name is called as a fighter, manager or promoter call you, you gotta say yeah. Because these two young guys, they said yeah. And Chester, we in for a treat tomorrow night. That's my take on it.
Rell, you referenced the different styles, right? They're both looked at as big punchers. What's the difference of them as punchers?
The difference in the two as punchers is Torch is a power puncher. Jabril is a boxer puncher. Jabril hits you a shot that you don't see, which is hard to recover from. Torch hits you a shot that you might see it, brace your body for it, but Torch still strong enough to drop you, but you get back up because your body was braced for it. And that's the exciting part about tomorrow. Will Torch be able to manhandle Brill, or will Brill be able to box his way to a spectacular knockout like he's done in his prior career prior to this fight? It's a big fight for both guys, man. You don't even see established fighters taking fights like this, for kids that's 5-0 and 4-0 at home to take a fight like this for a little bit of money, man. It's just setting the tone for them TV fights and them $1 million fighters to fight somebody, man. If boxing is on a level like this at home, why are we seeing a Jamel Charlo against nobody we know or somebody you can knock out? Get your weight up, man. Our Philly fighters putting y'all on the spot to make y'all fight the fights that people want to see. They out here doing what they doing. Jabril Noble versus Torch will be tested. It's streamed on the XMG TV. Get it if you can, and come out if you can. Support these local fighters that's putting it all on the line so early in their career.
You just gonna stare at me?
Oh shit. They said it.
We got him on the channel.
They covered it up. I mean, they really covered it up, but like Rell said, like Marty said, this what happens when you mix two great fighters early on. You be able to tell who's gonna pull off, and just because a guy lose, don't mean he won't pull off. You know what I mean? It's just come with the game, get your experience early. You know what I mean? We're not gonna wait till he's 20, you know. We're gonna get it out the way now, so that way he can say he been there before. And just so happened we were supposed to be the co-main, now we the main. You know what I mean? So now you're gonna really feel the vibe. Now you're gonna see who really made for the lights. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you do it.
I got a question for you, Jay.
Yeah.
Does this situation mirror Josh Greer and Stephen Fulton?
Yeah.
Two guys that highly touted, that took each other on early.
Actually, no. Know why? Josh Greer and Cool Boy both had way more experience in the amateurs than these kids. Torch may have had probably 40 amateur fights. I'm just putting a number out there. Won a whole lot. Grill probably only had 15, 16 amateur fights. This is two guys trying to make their name. When Cool Boy and Josh Greer fought, we kind of knew who they was a little bit because for those who are involved in boxing, we know them from the amateurs. Some people
And they was on TV.
and they fought on TV. So, you know what I mean? For this fight, this both of them coming out party. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's gonna be a great fight.
I had a question for both of y'all as trainers. How do you relax a fighter who's going in there with a guy who's undefeated, who got the same amount or nearly the same amount of knockouts as him? He's in front of his hometown. He's in front of his friends and family. You in front of your hometown as a fighter, in front of your fans and family, as the coaches, as the trainers. How do you get this prospect to be relaxed? And like this is the biggest fight of both of their careers at this point. How do you get these guys to relax? You're training Jabril, but how would you relax him in a moment where it's time to actually walk into the ring now?
For me is if you don't relax, you're gonna get hurt. You know what I mean? So you can go ahead and get excited if you want and act like this is the first time you fought somebody. I mean, you're gonna get caught with something you ain't see. So, you know what I mean, relax yourself because you wanna be on point. You wanna be aware. You wanna be alert. You wanna be able to retaliate. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the conversation. Now, can I 100% get him to relax? No, I'm not pushing buttons. I'm just calling call. He gotta go out there and do it. As long as he's listening, I mean, we should have a problem.
Coach Rell, how do you relax a fighter?
You can't. There's no way to relax a fighter. The only way a fighter can relax is being in this situation before. And as you can see, none of them been in this situation before. So the thing that you gotta do is remind them, defense first. Defense first. Don't go out there shooting your load. Don't go out there trying to kill this guy. Fill him out. Just remind him. And try to relax him as much as possible. Make him move in the bag. Make him jab. Throw low shots. There's no way to relax him. It's like you gotta be in that situation to know what I'm saying, that I've been here before. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather and them say it all the time. Oh, I've been here before. It's my 4th or 5th time here. Now, this is first. This is second. You know what I mean? This is first against an opponent like me. You know what I'm saying? So, there's no way to relax a guy. You just gotta keep talking to him. Keep their mind off of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Occupy their mind with something else. Let them play a game on their phone and get up, make them move their head, do deep in the drill. Burn the energy in the back before they burn it out there in front of other people. Because believe it or not, weigh-ins zap energy. Going to the venue, zap energy. Going to the ring, zap energy. Calling your name, zap energy. Ding, 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 zap energy. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to control that energy and know that you in shape and you ready for everything that's about to come.